What's up, guys? JT Postman here, and we are back with another episode of our New York Islanders Be a GM mode in NHL 15. And so, right off the bat, I'm going to show the comments, and as you guys can see, I mean, these comments were from weeks and weeks ago when I last recorded, and I felt really bad because you guys were putting them up, and I just put up the episode yesterday, and your guys' comments weren't there, but don't worry. And I also mentioned this in my channel update video. I'm going to show those comments in this video, so don't worry, I didn't miss your comments. Your comments aren't being left out. So let's start out with Jensen Anderson's comment, and he comments, trade Sherbak and a pick for a better left-wing playmaker. And I think that could definitely work because scoring was definitely an issue for us, and I think that was a big reason why we lost in round one. And Sherbak, he is only, if I can remember, he's like 86 overall. You know, he got some good stats, but you know we could find a better player than Sherbak. But a left-wing playmaker isn't very common. So we'll try to find one. We'll definitely try to look into that one. And a pick, you know, at this point, you know, we're going into I think like year 8. You know, we don't really need the draft picks anymore. Next up, Caleb Demings. Sorry, he comments, trade Gibson for a better goalie like Craig Anderson or Fleury because Gibbons' goals against average has been horrible the last few years. And I think we could definitely take this into consideration because Gibson has not been the greatest over the past few years. He's been good enough, but he hasn't been great. You know, he hasn't stolen us games or stolen us a series. You know, even when we won the cup, it wasn't like he was the Conn Smythe. You know, I'm pretty sure he hasn't won a Vezina recently, so we'll definitely look into maybe trading for a better goaltender than John Gibson. And what I've noticed in GM mode is that you can really win with very strange goaltenders. Like, you can go out and have a Carey Price who's like 90 in like low to like mid 90 overall, or you could win with like a guy who's like 86, 87 and get the job done. So we don't necessarily need an 89 overall goaltender like John Gibson. Plus, you know, since the game doesn't look at it that way, the game just goes off of higher overall, higher trade value. We could try to trade John Gibson for a goaltender plus, you know, maybe another player. So both of those comments definitely very helpful. We are definitely going to look into both of those trades because we definitely need to improve the team after the embarrassing first-round exit to the Philadelphia Flyers. So now, let's jump into the GM mode. Alright, so now let's take a look at some of those trades. And now, I'm sorry if you guys send in any comments on the last episode as this one's going up. I might not even advance past free agency in this episode. This might just be strictly trying to make these two trades. But, you know, trying to find another top 2 defenseman. So I'm going to hold off on this just because, you know, I've only waited a day for people to comment, and no one has commented so far. So if someone comments the same day on Saturday that I put this up, you know, unfortunately, you know, I don't want to move forward and then have someone say, sign Dougie Hamilton. So, I want to keep all the options available. So, let's go into this. GM options. Let's check out John Gibson first. So let's see. First of all, let's look at his stats and see exactly what's going on with John Gibson here. Now his trade value is actually a little bit above halfway. He's actually 88 overall now. He's still listed as an elite goaltender. But to me, if you have an elite goaltender, he should be giving you elite stats. And if you actually look at him, he only has 75 poise. Really, in the categories that matter, he's really good. I don't understand why he's not better than he is. I mean, maybe it's these stats at the bottom right. Speed is only 86, vision's only 86. Maybe if those are more like 90s, he'd be better. But you look at his season stats, he's gotten a bunch of wins. You know, he's had good records, no doubt. The goals against average, I mean, 2.6, 2.5, 2.8. I mean, almost 3. I mean, those are not good numbers for an elite goaltender. I mean, just look at Carey Price this year. He was getting less than 2. You know, even save percentage is not very good. I'd like that to be like more 9.3, or at least like 9.2 something. And I mean, he's just been below average every single year. I think it definitely could be John Gibson's time to go. He's 28 years old. I mean, in the playoffs, I mean, he was 3-4 this year. I mean, 1.87 goals against average, 9.5. I mean, he was very good in the playoffs. He was good in the playoffs, but I mean, the year that we won the cup, he wasn't the greatest. Yeah, I think we could definitely look at some other goaltenders and see what we could get out there. So let's look at some goaltenders around the league. Let's look at overalls here and just flip through, see if we can find a goaltender here. Bishop is 87 overall. He's 35. Nah, that's a big contract as well. How much is Gibson making? 7.5. Malcolm Subban, 89 overall. Tuukka Rask is 87. See, I think I'd rather have like an 87, 86 overall goaltender that can get it done. Not like a Subban who's just like way over the top. I mean, that would just basically be swapping the same, young goaltenders. No, nobody in Buffalo. It's like this sort of, I guess, like Oscar Dansk. He's making 5.6 mil. He's not the greatest. No, I don't think he could win us a cup or anything. Tremblay, I think more like an 87 would fit us better. He's actually not bad. I mean, Poise is only 68. We need a Poise guy. We need a guy with confidence in the net. Whoa, it's this Cal Lack guy. It's not Eddie Lack. Man, this guy is amazing. What are stats like? I mean, these are more like the numbers I'd want, like 2.08, 0.93 save percentage. That's more the numbers I'd want out of Gibson, but he just isn't giving it to us. No, it's really the only guy to have. I'm not going to take him from him. Varlamov, 89, 34 years old with this guy, Graham. The problem is I want to keep it realistic as well, so trading for this guy, and he's making over 9 mil. I mean, I really don't want to pay a goaltender that much. Bobrovsky could be perfect, 33 years old, almost 8 million, but, I mean, for 6 more years. But this is a guy who would definitely want to win the cup. They don't want to give him up, and they don't want Gibson, so that could be tough. Get rid of something there. Peter Ross, oh my god, an 86 overall goalie, he's making 8.5 million a year. Wow, Bemstrom. I mean, Alex Dubois, but no, I don't think they'd want to give up that guy. That'd be the same trade, basically. Jonathan Quick, but no, he's a little bit too old for us. Nope. Fucali, no. Nope, nobody really in Nashville at all. Bouwmeester. No, he's a young goalie. Can't take him away. They actually had a Brizgalov as well. What? Is this Ilya Brizgalov? Or no, Ivan Brizgalov, his son. I don't know. That's interesting. The Rangers, Laner. No, he's their young goalie. Is it like Nick Laner, Nicholas Laner? Yeah. Pretty good. Robin Laner. So we could get a guy like Robin Laner. This could work. He's 75 poise though. The 83 rebound control. I don't know. I still think we have better options out there. Oh, we've got this guy who used to be the Carolina goaltender. Now 9.2 million. Jesus. A lot of goaltenders making a lot of money. Persini? They have Jake Allen. I mean, Jake Allen, that wouldn't be bad. It was like a starting goalie, I guess. Again, only 75. But what is up with these goaltenders and not having any poise? I want a poised goaltender. Bernier, no. That guy's not poised for sure. Markstrom, Black. No, I don't want these guys. That guy's a young guy. Parent, Braden Holtby. Would be pretty good. 80 poise. Nah, he's only got 3.5 stars. I need a guy that can last at least a couple years. Eager. Need a guy who isn't that old. Not as old as a guy like Bishop, but like a guy's pretty much around the same age as Gibson. Can still be on our team for years to come. I forget actually what team we said. It was Bobrovsky, right? So Bobrovsky's 33 years old, 6 years left at almost 8 mil. The trade value is similar. Gibson's is a little bit higher, I think, but they don't want to give up Gibson, and they don't want Gibson. They don't want to give up Bobrovsky, so I don't even think that would go through. It's just we're basically just swapping names here. Because, I mean, Bobrovsky's got 85 poise. He's got a lot better speed and vision and agility. Reflexes, Gibson's a lot better. But I just think, Bobrovsky's a veteran goalie. He'd want to win the cup. 33 years old, he could still play for another few years. Still an elite guy. He's only got 3.5-star potential. I didn't even notice that. I don't think we want to get a 3-star potential guy, 3.5-star, who's already at like $8 million for the next 6 years. I got to go to the trade block. Like I said, this is going to take all video most likely. This is a big move. Trading away John Gibson. I mean, that's huge. I mean, this is a guy we traded for very early on, and not a guy I want to give up, but we might have to if we want to try to win this cup. So we'll put that at 26 and then bring this down to, we'll say, 33. I don't want anybody older than 33. No, we'll just leave that at any. Minimum potential, I want this at 4-star at least. And then the rest is fine. So let's search this. We've got Parent, Lack, Sabrakov. I don't know. God, man, I don't know how to say that. Persini. I'm thinking Persini, maybe. Eric Comrie. He's a starter. I didn't even really look at Eric Comrie. I think he may have been the only goaltender in Winnipeg. I remember we're giving them a goalie, too. Oh, no, only 68 points. No, man, this guy's only got 68 points as well. What's up with these goalies and no points? Come on. Man, well, this guy doesn't have any points, but he still had good years, right? These guys don't play any games. Yeah, he's had some good years. I guess the points category doesn't matter too much. I mean, in the playoffs, he hasn't been the greatest. It's just these goaltenders, man. Their salaries are so much. But, I mean, if we did want a guy like this from Vancouver, he only has 68 points. Now, he's only got 80 vision. I at least want... Man, that guy's only got 78 vision. I mean, do the stats even matter? Why is Gibson not amazing? Because apparently all these guys are just tanks, but they're not the greatest. I mean, it's very hard, swapping goaltenders in this game, just because they're just bumped out a little bit, and let's change that. That'll give us a lot wider of a range, yeah. Got the other Heatley. He's got good potential, doesn't he? At least he did. Yeah, man, this guy, he was drafted high up, wasn't he? Dan Heatley. Yeah, man, he was a 2nd overall pick. And 4.5-star potential. He'll end up being 82 overall. Man, that's a bust. That is a bust. Herbst. Blackwood. Oh, man, this is tough. This is tough. Do we go with this Persini guy? He doesn't have the greatest vision. I mean, I just feel like we're making a trade to make a trade. I mean, I would see why you want to go with a guy like Fleury or someone like that, but those guys they're not even in the league anymore. At least they're not good enough anymore. And I mean, all these guys are all young guys with bad stats, really. Man, this is tough. Let's just do any here, basically. Let's just go... Or no, I still want that to be up there. They still have to be NHL ready. Let's just boost this all the way up. I just want to see all the goalies basically in the league. Bemstrom. I mean, none of these guys really... Let's just search by overall. I mean, none of them just seem right. None of them jump out. None of them seem like they could really play for us. Hold on. What's... I gotta see Gibson. Yeah, commit those changes. I want to see John Gibson's stats again. His individual stats. Gibson. Oops. I don't know. You see, he's got 86 speed, 86 vision. Some guys we saw had a lot lower than that. 75 poise is better than 68 on some of the other guys we saw. His reflexes is a lot better than some of the guys we saw. I don't know why Gibson... you know what, though? Let's check his... I just want to see when's the last time he won the Vezina. I'm pretty sure he won the Vezina at least once. When did he win that? I'm trying to take everything into consideration here. I'm not... I'm just going to trade away our elite goaltender. I'm clicking on all the wrong things. Awards. Let's see this. Stanley Cup, yeah. Clarence's Campbell, Ross Hart, Memorial Games. Vezina. Oh, yeah, he hasn't won it. At least not recently. This is tough. This is tough. I mean, I don't... You know what? I don't want to get... If we get rid of... I'll take another episode to think about it. I just don't see a fit for getting rid of Gibson. You guys have now seen all the goaltenders in the league. You've seen what our options are. Let me know again if there's one specific guy you think we should go after. But I really just didn't see a guy who stood out. You know, a guy who I think we could, you know, bring in and be comfortable with. I still feel comfortable with Gibson going into next year. I wouldn't feel comfortable with any of those other guys. Alright, so now we were saying go for a player to replace Nikita Sherbak. Yeah, he's got $7 million for 4 years. Yeah, we could definitely find a better guy than Sherbak. He's 86 overall. He was a big part of us winning the Cup last year. He does have pretty good offensive stats, but only 67 poise. And he's horrible defensively. Yeah, I can see what you're saying. Even though, I mean, he did have some amazing regular season. I mean, the guy gets it done somehow. He's 74 points, 91, 88, 70, basically. I mean, this guy gets it done. Playoff stats, he had 5 points in 7 games, 16 points in 25 the other time. We could still find somebody better, though. He got it done, but we could still find someone better. So, no, let's go to trade block. It's a lot easier than going through all the teams. So trade blocks, create a new one. Forward, oh yeah, I forgot. Well, we go in and search by position, but yeah, we want a first line forward between 17 and 33, we'll say. I don't mind getting a guy who, you know, is older to help us out, because we're going for the Cup right now. So let's just search that. Mason McDavid, Schutz, Benson, Bennett, McKinnon, Small. Oh, we go over Smallman again. He's making $7 million for 2 years now. Manny Heatley is our player. Barbashev, Price, Reinhardt, and Sherbak. See what I was saying? There are like no left wingers. That's the only thing. There's only one left winger, Tyler Benson. This guy would be impossible to get. And why would they give him up, you know? He was there, what was he, their first overall pick? Yeah, first overall pick. They wouldn't give him up. He's their franchise. Shots. These guys are obtainable. Barbashev, 85 offensive awareness, 91 defensive. Wow, he's really bad face-offs, but we wouldn't use him in the center. We'd use him on the wing. Physically, he's not the greatest, but offensively, he's pretty good. The wrist shot accuracy isn't very high. Hand-eye isn't the highest. Only 65 points. Man, why don't the young guys in this game have good stats? Tom Price. I mean, I would like to go for a really high overall guy, but I think Price might work. You know, the lower trade value as well. Sam Reinhart, 87 overall, 94 passing, 92 offensive awareness. Physically and defense, he's not the greatest, but that's not what we need him for. He's actually decent defensively. We can still use him. Skating's great. Shooting's pretty good. Sam Reinhart could work. He had 70 points last year. I wouldn't mind taking Sam Reinhart from them. You know, how about right wings? I mean, we could bring back Spencer Smallman, but I mean, he had an 80-point year last year, man, for plus 32. Man. Okay. Wow. Sherbak's actually listed as a first liner. See what I'm saying? He gets it done. You know, if we can... No, we can't do that. We need to... I'm just trying to think. It's tough to find the problem that we had last year, because... I would love to trade for one of these guys, though. Like, just get another 90. Because, you know, we've had 80s. We've had decent players, but we haven't had a guy who's just over the top. Wow, this guy's got bad discipline, huh? But, wow, he didn't take many penalties, though. 80 points. Sam Bennett. 95 all around, basically, for puck skills. Pretty great shot. 87 offensive awareness. Again, bad poise. I don't know why these young guys have bad poise. Go for a guy like Sam Bennett, too. Put him on the wing. Nathan McKinnon, 92 overall. Shut. Let's just try to draw this up. Let's say we want Schutz here. Let's just try to draw this up here. We'd obviously give up Sherbak. And that would put the cap the other way, too. And they want Sherbak. See, like, that's not even close. We could give up a first-round pick. We might have to give up 2 first-round picks for this. Oops. Let's just say Sherbak and 2 firsts. I mean, I don't even think that would go through. It actually can't go through. Why can't they go through? Oh, us. We have too much cap space. So we can actually we have to give him another player. Salary cap. Let's see who's got we could give up. I mean, no, I want to hang on to Zach Smith. Mayor here. No, he was our young guy. This brain guy. He's only, yeah, he's 3 red star. No, that doesn't affect the cap now. He's not on the NHL. I mean, we've talked about getting rid of, what's his name, Hamonic for a while now, because he's on our 3rd defensive line. He's a great player. 97 penalty minutes. I mean, it's just this lineup. Trade one guy. Gotta trade a lot here. So if we put in Hamonic there, we've got to get a defenseman back. Or no, wait, do we have another young defenseman coming up? I completely forget. Oh man, this is tough. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No. We need a defenseman coming back the other way. Overall, they got this T where but he's got more cap than Hamonic. Now they don't have that defenseman that I need. I try to get another defenseman from another team. But I mean, Sherbak, Hamonic, and 2 firsts, I think would go through for that. Hamonic's actually listed as a top 4 defenseman. Before we do this, let's just scout out another trade. Let's see if there's a team where we could get a decent overall defenseman at a decent price. So we kind of have like a backup plan here. Potier. Now he's an offensive defenseman. We need a defensive defenseman back there. No, same type of salary. 2-way. Nope, I want a defensive defenseman. I don't think you can search by that on the trade block, can you? Shea Theodore. Nope. Kurz. This guy. 2-way. Oh, man. Arizona. Nope. Morrow. No, I want a guy who's like 23, like just coming into his prime, basically. Zadorov, he's got a little bit less cap space. Yeah, Zadorov could definitely work. What are his stats like? He played in the AHL. He didn't even play in the. He hasn't even played in the NHL. What's up with that? What's it say? What's his? Yeah, he's a top 6 defenseman. He's pretty good physically. Pretty well-rounded physically. Good skater. I mean, we wouldn't get him for his offense at all, but it's just his defensive guy. Remember that 87, 89, 85. Yeah, so his defensive awareness is the same. Shot blocking is a little bit better. Stick checking is a little bit worse, but the cap. It's all about the cap right now, and he's, yeah, he's basically a little less than half of Hamonic. No, he's a lot. No, he's not half than Hamonic. He's like, what is it, like 1.3 less? Or more? Oh god, my brain is fried right now. He's 1.7 less than Hamonic, so we're saving a bit there. Nikita Zadorov. So let's try to acquire Zadorov here. What we need to trade someone back. So who we can trade back? We trade. Who can we trade? We have a young guy. I mean, Hallis Chuck. He's 3.5 star. 1 year left. 22. Power forward. Yeah, we can definitely get rid of this guy. He's not going to make it. Hallis Chuck, we can throw you in the deal. And that's actually bigger than Zadorov. I don't know why Zadorov's trade value is so low, but actually pretty much. No, you know what? Let's trade draft pick here. Let's don't trade. Let's not trade young guys. Let's trade maybe a 3rd round pick we could even get for Zadorov. Now let's try a 3rd and a 4th for Zadorov. No, okay. How about just 2 thirds? Because honestly, we just don't need draft picks anymore. 2 thirds for Zadorov. There you go. So we picked up Nikita Zadorov. So now we just need to decide. Let's go back to the trade block. We need to decide which one of these superstars do we want, basically. We can actually widen our search a little bit here. Let's up to 34. First, these are all the first liners. Like, are all these like are Crosby and Ovechkin? All those guys just gone? Like, are they just not in the league anymore? And I hate to take these guys away because you know, they are their team's superstars, but I mean, we have to improve. We need to think about us right now. So the question is, who do we want? Do we want Sam Bennett? Do we want Schutz? Is Schutz lefty or righty? He's lefty, so that would work. He's a small guy. 60 poise, but again, not too interested in that. 89 passing, 90 across the board for shooting, and 99 puck control. 95, 95, oops. 89, 99. So he's a little worse passing, but he's better puck control. 87 offensive awareness. He has better offensive awareness. And overall, he's got a better shot than Bennett, I'd say. Yeah. Skating, I'd say, yeah, Schutz is actually better. Physically, Schutz is a lot better. And defense, 81, 96. Schutz is better. You know what? Let's go for this guy. Schutz. Let's go for him. Robin Schutz. From, what is that, Germany. He's a German-born player. Wow, 7 years left at 11 mil. But you know what? We're trying to win the cup here. He was a 23rd overall pick by Ottawa. And somehow he ended up in Washington. All right. 3.5 star potential. He got that good. Man, that's insane. All right. What I mean, last year he got 78 points, 70 points. Imagine what you do alongside of John Tavares and Manny Heatley. So let's pick him up. All right. So where is he? Sherbak. There he is. Okay, so Sherbak, we already decided Travis Hamonic has to go back. That's why we made that move. Even though Hamonic's righty and Zudorov's lefty, it doesn't matter too much. Yeah, so let's put those guys in. Let's just see. First round pick. No, I don't think that would go through. Let's just try it. No. Okay, let's try a first and a second. Let's just slowly try to climb up this ladder. Oh, that went through. Look at that. Okay, so Nikita Sherbak, Travis Hamonic, a first and a second for... Is it... what was it? What's his first name? Robin Schutz? Was that what it was? Yeah, Robin Schutz. There you go. So we've got Tavares and Schutz, Batman and Robin. All right. And now we can actually, I guess we can look for, if we have the cap space to possibly do it, look for that defenseman. Between the ages of 17 and 30, I'd say. 4-star potential minimum. Or no, 3, no, potential doesn't matter. I just want top 2 defense. Let's look at this. Hotunen, 90 overall. Ekblad, who we have. Malak, and Tetarenko. Okay, so Hotunen, 2-way defender from Buffalo. 98 defensive awareness. Wow. He's a defensive beast. Physically, he's pretty good. Yeah, it's 97 strength. Not the greatest shooting, but I mean, this guy... 22 points. So he doesn't really put up the points. What about Nicholas Malak? Canadian, 88 passing. He looks a lot better offensively. Good skating. I gotta go to something here. There you go. Skating is just phenomenal. 42 points last year, 23, plus 23. And Nicholas Malak's pretty good. How about Tetarenko, defensive defenseman? We got Ekblad, who's 2-way. Tarasenko's defensive defenseman, pretty good one. Got great shooting. We just took Schutz away from Washington. We could take this guy too. Plus 33, 110 penalty minutes. Oh man. Malak. I think we could get Nicholas Malak. Oh, but no, we want a lefty to go alongside of what's his name? Ekblad. Yeah. Hotunen. Now they're all righty. How are there only 4 top 2 defensemen in the entire NHL with those credentials? Let's try 33 years old. Wow, that's insane. Let's just try in general. I mean, how are there only a few top 4 defense or top 2 defensemen in the NHL? How are there only 4 top 2s? Man, you can definitely tell we're like 8 years in now. All the great players are gone. I mean, top 4s. I mean, now you're gonna get a bunch of guys. Halpern, who we have, Parakta. Yeah, we could go for this guy. It would obviously be the cheaper option, but no, I want a true top 2 defenseman here. All right, they're all righty, unfortunately. But Let's try to pick the best one out of here. I don't think I want Tetarenko, just because I don't want to take another superstar away from Washington. Oh, Hottanen. 98, 87, 90. So he's better defensively than Malak. Malak is better physically, but not by much. It's just body checking. He's a lot better. Offensively, Malak's better. Yeah, Malak's quite a bit better offensively, and then skating, they're both very good. You know what? I think we're going to go for Nicholas Malak here from the Florida Panthers. Let's, I don't know. I didn't even look at that. $8 million salary. Hold on. Let's see. What was, oops. What are we looking at here? Oh no, we're at Florida. Why are we at Florida? Let's look. I should have gone the other way. Let's look at, that again. What's Hotman's contract like? 8.2, yeah. So no matter what, we're getting a big contract. I mean, Tetarenko would work better for the cap, but let's just see if we can work this out here. Tavera, I mean, we just don't have much cap to give up here. We would obviously give up a defenseman, right? Now, what defenseman do we give up? I don't want to give up Ekman Larson. He can play the top 4. So can Reinhardt. I mean, do we give up Reinhardt or Kapitanov in this deal? Reinhardt, 87. Yeah, I mean, Reinhardt's well-rounded. Reinhardt hasn't been bad. Well, yeah, 19 points plus 9. In playoffs, hasn't really got... Wow. In the playoffs, he's gotten 0 points in 32 games. Wow. 1 point in 42. I mean, this guy just does not get points in the playoffs. Strictly turns into a defensive defenseman, I guess. Kapitanov, I think I want to hang on to because he's that offensive defenseman. But then again, we already have Ekman Larson. Do we need to add another top 2? I really would love to, but I don't think we have to. I feel like we're just doing it to do it at that point. I just feel like to win, you want to have the top 2s. You want to have that amazing defensive core. Nicholas Malak would definitely help us. So, should we throw in like a Griffin Reinhardt? Even that wouldn't work for the cap, but maybe throw in... Man, it's hard. Oh, I forgot we have Halpern as well. Hold on. Overall, defenseman. We have those 2 on the top 2, and then these guys... Even if we give up one of them, one of these 2 guys is getting top 4 minutes. You know what, Halpern, I have confidence now. Manny Halpern could actually, because he hasn't even hit his off-season jump yet. Halpern could jump up to like a 90. So you know what? No, I'm not going to make this trade either. Tried making that trade, and the goaltender trade we don't have to make now. I know I'm not going to go for Dougie Hamilton or any free agents because we don't have any cap space. Look at that, average age is actually still 26. So we're just going to simulate up to the next year here, year 8, I believe. And we're going to see who grew, because this video is already getting above a half hour, so I want to see Halpern. I didn't even notice that Halpern could even be like a 90 overall. I decided to no longer have cast. Oh yeah, I forgot, we offered those guys contracts, but it doesn't matter now, because we don't have room for them, because of the cap space. And if we need a guy, we can try to make another trade a draft pick. We still have, I think, next year's 2nd round pick, so... Alright, so hopefully Halpern jumps up to at least like 87, 88 to really stack our defensive core. Gibson, I think... I just don't feel comfortable with any other goalie but Gibson. And Schutz, getting Schutz, that's huge now. He's, look at the maximum salary cap. It's all the way up to $94.8 million. It's so much more than it is in the current day NHL. Pretty sure that right there, the minimum cap at 76 is above what the max cap is right now. Oh, man. That's cool how it goes up, though, over time. Because the players in this game do ask for a lot of money. Like you saw, was it Schutz that's making like 11 mil right now? Yeah, so So, yeah, I can't wait to edit the lines and see what our team looks like with now Schutz in the lineup. You know what is that, like a 5 overall improvement from Sherback? Hopefully, those two guys alongside of each other can have like 100-point years and dominate the playoffs. We'll see. I mean, the Capitals, maybe they don't like that deal too much, but I mean, they got Sherback, who's currently at fewer than 26. Ooh. Oh, wow, we only have 25 players in the contract. Wow. Okay. We need to sign someone. We'll just sign someone to a minor league deal, I guess. Free agency. That's rare that happens. Jeffrey Funk. How much do you want? No. He wants a big contract. Denis. How much do you want? Denis, do you want a two-way deal? I'll give you a two-way deal if you want. Two-way deal, 3 years. Okay, can I get you... Nope, he's stuck at 3 years. Okay, yeah, I'll offer you that. Get on the team. Why is it just telling me that now? I mean, what if he doesn't sign? Then I have to offer another guy, and I might not have enough days. So I have to accept. Okay, so, yeah, we've reached the cap, or we've reached the contract floor, so... That's actually really funny that we're basically right at the salary cap, but we only have 25 players under contract. That's really funny. That's just how much cap we have in our team. All right, so let's look at. Oh wait, no, we still haven't switched over. Come on, switch over. All right, now it's gonna switch over. There we go. 47 wins this year. I think we can definitely do it. Scouting assignment. Alright, let's see if there's any superstars in the NHL right now coming up. Nope. Oh, there we go. Bordelot. There you go. So let's look at the contracts here. See if anybody got better. I mean, Schutz could have even gotten better. He was only like 26, right? Yeah, he did. He jumped up to 92. Alright. Robin Schutz. Batman and Robin right here. The 92 overalls. There you go. Number 17. Alright. Yeah, these two guys, let's just look forward to now. These two guys are going to tear it up, I'm telling you. Center playmaker, and then you got Heatley, the power forward. This is going to be a great line. This is an expensive line. And these guys are making like $25 million. I mean, that's unbelievable. Anthony Danner, Andrew Shaw's 86. Wow. He's going to be on a third line. Strome's 86, Goudreau 85, Saad 85, Zizekas 84. Borsalay, 81. He might still not play for our team. Oh, man, Rocky Mayer. I was really hoping this guy would jump up to better overall. I still don't know if he can play. Can he play on the team? Not the greatest defensively. Offensively, he might be able to hold his own if he can play on like the third line, but he's definitely not playing on the fourth line. No chance. Borsalay, could he be a fourth liner for us? I could be. Yeah, he definitely could be. He's got decent stats there. It's playable. I forgot about our league team now. We don't have anybody down here. Alright, so how many forwards do you have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Alright, so yeah, Mayer is going to have to play. Oh man, that's actually rough because we don't really... I mean, the first line, these three guys. Second line would be Danner, Strome, Goudreau. Third line, Shaw, Saad, Zizekas. Fourth line, Borsalay, Smith. And I don't really like Mayer or Meyer being on the fourth line. I'd rather have another guy on the fourth line. But we don't have another fourth liner, so we might have to look for that in a trade, maybe. Alright, so Ekblad is 91, so we actually got a little bit better. I think he's only like 90 or like 89 or something, wasn't he? So he's, yeah, I mean, this guy is amazing. Aaron Ekblad. Alright, so Manny Halpern, yes, he did jump up to an 87, so he's right there with Ekman Larson. Now, this guy, see, in year 9, that's where we're going to run into cap issues, because this guy, man, he was our first overall pick. Look at how he's turned out. He's still getting better. He's only 22. This guy could be top 2 by himself. But yeah, he's only making $1 million right now. You can imagine how much he's going to want after this year. So, after this year, we might, you know, be forced to trade guys like Griffin Reinhart and Oleg Kapitanov just to make room for him. But yeah, he's pretty good defensively. Great physically, great skater. 95 passing, wow. 85 offensive awareness, yeah. Very good defenseman, Manny Halpern. You can actually get top 2 minutes. I mean, Ekman Larson, Reinhardt, Capitano, Zador. I don't know exactly how I want the lines just yet, but I mean, he's still on his minor league deal. He's going to want a lot of money. And in the system, and we have this Denis guy, Bruno Carl Denis. Not the greatest, but I mean, I don't think he'll get any time. Oop, I go over to the range. Goalies. Alright, John Gibson, Frederick Anderson's 83, so got the 1-2 punch still. And how much? Yeah, Anderson's making 1.8. And then these two guys not getting much better, so it doesn't look like they're going to be the backup of the future that I want them to be. But alright, so there's the team. Now to edit the lines. This is an extremely long video, but yeah, let's edit the lines. Jersey numbers first. Alright, so Captain Johnny T, assistants. Yeah, that works out, right? Is there anybody else I'd rather have be an assistant than Strome? I know Strome's been here forever. Yeah, Strome's been here a long time. He could be the alternate. There you go. Alright, so the thing is, Mayer doesn't get better. Which I don't know why. I mean, I just don't want Mayer to turn into a bust like we saw that other goaltender, I think it was. He was like 81 overall, but he was like a top 5 pick. I don't want that to happen. So maybe we trade Mayer just for depth players. I mean, if we're going for the cup, then, you know, you got to think that way. You know, young players don't matter at that point. You know, prospects. So let's look at the lines and see. This is what I'm talking about with the lines. Alright, so Gaudreau, no, we're getting Schutz there, and then Strome there, Cizikas there, Gaudreau there, Shaw. But see, this is the problem now. Is Mayer's left-handed, right? Yeah. So we've got Caborsele Smith, which isn't bad. I mean, our team now, look at our team now. It's very good. Ooh, forgot to make that change. Our team now is very, I mean, look at how stacked our team is right now. I mean, our first line now with 2 92s and an 88. That looks amazing. Second line, 85, 86, 86. It's pretty much as good as it gets. And our third line, 86, 85, 84. Pretty much just as good as our second line. But then fourth line, that's where we take a hit. But the thing is, Mayer, I don't think I want to risk putting him on the fourth line. Not for his sake, just for the team's sake. I think we would do worse with him on the fourth line. It's just 2 best lines down here. We don't have anybody down here. Let's see, I do want to see if we can make one more move in this, or not make one more move, but I'll look into it one last time in this video. So we could still trade Mayer, for thinking that way. Trade negotiations. Right, so where is he? Ooh, I think his trade value, wasn't his trade value higher before? It may have been. It may have been like halfway before, now it's going down. Yeah, I think I do want to trade Mayer. I definitely think I do, because he's only listed as a depth forward. Yeah, he's got 4.5 star potential, but he's already 22, and he's only 80 overall. He was the 6th overall pick, but no, you know what? I do want to trade Rocky Mayer, I think, just because we could get some depth for him. And even though the cap may not agree, we'll have to see. But yeah, Mayer, he's not really. I don't think he's going to turn out. And I think every year his trade value is only going to get worse over time, I think. So, Spalling, the guy who we didn't sign, probably would have helped us. I see why I tried to. Man, there's not going to be anybody with enough cap space. Wish I could search by overall. Like, it needs to stay there. Ooh, Cabana. This guy's a sniper, though, isn't he? Yeah. Carrier. No, he's got 2.5 cap space. Or, cap hit. Eller? Who's this guy? He's a two-way. No, he's not the greatest two-way forward. I would love to get, like, a grinder. Chris Kreider's in Calgary? Alright. SEO. Nope. This is tough. Kyle Clifford, but he's making 2.4. I mean, I would like to get Clifford. 31 overall. 31 years old. He's pretty good. Just his cap hit, but he's only got 1 year left. 3-star potential. Not worried about that. Who's this, Hoogly guy? Maybe it's the HSL. Maybe it's ugly. Uh, let's see if we can get Clifford here. I know the cap is tight here, but can we trade? Like, is there anybody who would work for the cap at least? Like, does this work? No, it doesn't. Are any of these guys on, like, deals that can be accepted by this? No. What if we trade multiple ones of them? I mean, no, not him. No, I don't think it's gonna work out. It needs to be like 1.5, or maybe a little bit more than that. But look at the call. We only made it to 78 overall. Well, that's what happens. Harrison. See, that's what I don't want to happen with Mayer. That's why I'm trying to unload him now while still got some value. Still get something for him. McLeod. Ooh, McLeod. Is this guy a grinder? Please deny he's a sniper. Come on. That would have been perfect. This is the guy I'm looking for. 82 overall, only making $1 million. Young player. Would have been perfect. Bebco. Nah, sniper, man. All these guys are sniper. Was that like a 1-star potential? What was that? 2.5. It just didn't load all the way, I guess. Oops. What is this doing? Dallas. What about this guy? Power forward. Nah. I really want a grinder. Matt Bolesky. We've had Bolesky in the past. I mean, 3 stars. Bring him back. He's listed as the 3rd liner. Yeah, you know what? Let's bring Bolesky back. I mean, he's got really low trade value. We can get something else here as long as they cap cooperates. Let's see if they got any like young guys who don't have any cap. Ooh, like this guy, Shannon. Or Iserman. Ooh, Iserman. Who's this guy? Gabriel Iserman, defensive defenseman. Oh yeah, because if we're gonna give up you know, Griffin Reinhart or Kapitanov after this year, we're gonna need a young defenseman to come up and replace them. So yeah, Iserman could definitely work here. Trade value works out. Alright, so Rocky Mayer for Gabriel Iserman and Matt Bolesky. Will it go through? No, okay, too far off. This is easy though. We just have to add a pick here. Let's just add a future 3rd. That'll definitely go through. So basically what I'm doing here, the 3rd doesn't matter because it's a few years away and, you know, it's not going to be useful. But Mayer, I'm just afraid he's not going to turn out because he's already 22 and he's only 80 overall. I don't want him to become, you know, the next Michael DeCall or anything like that. So trade him now while he's got some value, and we're getting Iserman, who could replace one of our roster defensemen in the future, and Matt Bolesky, who's going to play on the 4th line this year and help us win the Cup. He's coming back to the Islanders, so will it go through? Ooh, just a touch, okay. Is he a 6th round pick? 5th round pick? Okay, 4th. There you go. So we don't have any picks for this year, but that's fine. We don't need them. There you go. So our team is now finally complete. Yeah, do we have everyone on the team that we want? Smith, Bolesky, yeah, okay. Yeah, everyone's here. Enter lines manually. Best lines. I'm gonna have to do all this again, but that's fine. Heatley, there you go. Gaudreau, Strome, Shaw, no, not Smith, Cizikas. There you go. So those are the lines right there. It's perfect. Ekman Larson, Ekblad. I actually think Halpern, yeah, I think Halpern would actually be better suited on the 2nd line with Reinhart, Kapitanov, Zadorov. So, actually, no, I think I want Reinhart getting top 6 time. Power play, Schutz, Tavares, Gaudreau, Heatley, Danner, Strome, Kapitanov, Halpern. Yeah, I think this is all good. Strome. Penalty kill. Swap these guys. I hate it when it puts them on their off sides. Smith and Heatley. 3-man penalty kill. There you go. 4-on-4. No. Want, yeah, Cizikas here. Where's Cizikas? Yeah, Cizikas and Danner. Schutz goes up here. Or no, yeah, Gaudreau, sorry, you're not getting 4-on-4 time. Nothing matters. I don't even know how often 4-on-4 happens. in the simulation, but I want Schutz with Tavares if it does happen. And then Kapitanov instead, I want Reinhardt there, and then Kapitanov here. There you go. Extra attacker, Tavares, and Schutz, no, because they're on the same line, so let's get, let's let Anthony Danner go out there and get those, clutch goals. How many points did Danner get last year? Yeah, 52 points. Hopefully he gets up to 60 again this year. He did have an off year last year. It wasn't a great year for Danner. But, goalie Gibson and Anderson for right now, and then there's the shootout lineup. So, team looks pretty good for right now, pretty amazing. I mean, I love our forwards now and our defense. We didn't get that top two, but I think that's fine. You know, our defensive core is perfect right now. As perfect as it can get. You know, salary cap available, only, you know, a little above $500,000. But that's going to do it for this, again, super long episode. But we got a lot done. We made 2 big trades. You know, we traded away Sherbak and Mayer, and also Travis Hamonic. We brought in Nikita Zadorov, what's his name, Matt Bolesky, and Robin Schutz. I'm pretty sure those are the only 3 guys that we brought in. But yes, that's going to do it for this episode, guys. Let me know what you think of the moves, and also let me know a goaltender. If you guys think there were any goaltenders that I should still take a look at before we go into the simulation, let me know, and I'll see you guys in the next episode.